It just seems like, when you flash back all the years that I've been in the league, everything just seems like a blur. You find yourself here in this moment, and you realize the significance of it and the importance of it. It's a dream come true.
In an eternal moment in their storied history, the Los Angeles Lakers have captured their second straight world championship and have etched their names into Lakers lore.
I don't look at it as repeat. I look at it as just winning. You know what I mean? It's of course, at the end, you know, the end result is repeating, but man, it's a whole nother year. I'm not, you know, we did last year was great, but man, it's not that difficult to me. Just forget about it, move on to the next season. It's win it again.
In 2009, the Los Angeles Lakers won their 15th NBA title. And for Phil Jackson, it was his record 10th league championship as a head coach.
We're going to bring it in one time. Come on, Phil, Mr. 10. Let's go. Come on, Mr. 10.
We're saying the
We
Lord's
done.
Prayer, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we done. Now you got.
But when the euphoria of winning the title faded, it was time for the Lakers to get back to work.
Back to work again. It's going to be hard defending our title, but I feel good, man. I feel really good. I'm ready to roll. Y'all ready to watch?
That's a good start. Yes, sir.
They returned to training camp, focused on the task of defending their crown.
Champions League champions. Period. Can't argue it.
Coming off last year's success, the Lakers were a loose, confident, and close-knit team. With their core of players intact, they were ready for another championship run.
Imagine trying to cover that. Yeah. Back pick, catch, pick right back on right back behind me. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom.
But this year, there would be one big difference: Ron Artest. As the one newcomer from 2009, the talented but enigmatic forward would have to earn the trust of his teammates, most importantly, Kobe Bryant. And there wasn't much of a foundation to build on.
Loose ball for Adesan, the Houston Rockets.
To be on Ron Artest against Kobe Bryant, he's going to be very careful that he does not get a technical.
Wow, here we go.
Uh-oh.
Right over to Bryant.
A year ago, the two had been bitter rivals. Now, they would need each other's help.
All you're doing is playing out of the format. The format is a triangle that you can change or adjust, and you communicate with each other and do it.
How quickly Artest could learn the triangle offense remained to be seen. But there was one commodity he knew he could offer: his standout defense.
What do you want me to play?
I think that way. Play, yeah. Let me come out. We switch this, man. We switch this. Once I know where the ball going, where your midsection moving, keep my feet moving. No buckets.
When you look at teams that you may have to go through, a lot of those teams had, players that he would have to defend that we've had trouble defending in the past.
Get this! Run, let's go, run!
Ron was working hard to weave himself into the fabric of the team. But the season was fast approaching, and the Lakers had to be ready for the challenge that comes with being champions.
Hey! Bring it in!
On opening night, the Lakers received the symbol of last season's accomplishment.
Oh, I want to put it back, son. You got your face on it! Yeah!
The ring ceremony marked the end of one journey and the start of another. But with it came the pressure to repeat.
The expectations for the Lakers coming into the 2009-2010 season were that they would win a second championship. People thought there was no excuse not to. The theory was this is their championship to lose.
It's about history making, baby. Ring on three, 1, 2, 3, great.
Lakers play the clock, and then Bryant sets it up for Bynum.
And they have to get back to that defense if they're going to repeat.
Nice defense.
George Farmar will get it from Ron Artest.
This team has a chance to be very good.
real good. Kobe! Give me a break!
Good defense here by the Lakers. Artest, the shot off the way!
LA would open the season on a tear. The Lakers seemed invincible, winning 18 of their first 21 games.
And the Lakers have now won 7 in a row.
Kobe! Kobe!
3.2 seconds, no timeouts for the Lakers.
Wade is guarding Bryant.
107-105 Miami. Gives to Kobe, right wing, dribbles away, 30 feet, 1 second.
Bryant dribbles, has to put it up for the buzzer. He banks in the three, and the Lakers win the game.
Kobe was carrying the Lakers on an exhilarating ride to the top of the Western Conference. Along the way, he provided one dramatic finish after another, leaving even his own team in amazement.
Dude is incredible, man. You know, all you can do after that is run, hug him, celebrate, and get on to the next game, man. And he did it game after game after game.
Kobe will get it for the win. He is hard to believe.
And the Lakers' winning streak continues. 3 seconds, Kobe backs down Bell, a step back fade. He got it at the buzzer! And the Lakers will escape Milwaukee with a 1-point win.
That's what he does. You know, he's one of the best in the business, one of the best of all time. You're in a close game, a tie game, and he has the ball, you know that's where you want to be.
Shot clock at 7. Bryant leads, falling away, puts it in! And the Lakers take a 1-point lead with 7.3 remaining. What a clutch shot once again from Kobe Bryant.
Yes, sir. That's what we do, baby.
Yes, sir.
That's what we do.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, you know it.
That's why they call you the greatest. They don't believe us, man. We're going to make them believe us, man.
Oh, man.
We're going to make them believe us every time.
Los Angeles had cruised through the first 2 months of the season, but they were about to run into their first major obstacle. When the Lakers faced the top team in the East, the Cleveland Cavaliers, they lost both times. And not even Kobe could prevent an embarrassing blowout on their home court.
Wake up, let's go! James puts it in and a foul.
They were more physical than we were. They kind of just bullied us, and we didn't have an answer for them.
Good defense from Varejao. Boom. For the basket. Nice throw down from Moon. Now this one getting a little out of hand. And the crowd throwing out. Foam fingers. And this is unfortunate.
This is the best team in the East, and you're arguably the best team in the West. These are kind of yardsticks that you need along the way and say, okay, we have to play better.
Having failed their biggest tests of the season so far, the first doubts began to surface about whether the Lakers would be able to repeat.
Ron! Ron, what are you doing? We have a center opposite.
Can they turn it on? Is Kobe okay? Has Artest fit into the offense yet? We just didn't know what was going to happen.
With the season approaching the midway point, Ron Artest was still trying to grasp the finer points of the triangle offense.
Yes, sir.
So now you start the triangle up here.
Yeah.
Right there. Corner's all the way down there.
Ron, you got to know this. You got to get up, way up here. So the middle's open. We tried to run it in this game the other night. We couldn't execute it. All right? It's not about the back pick, down pick, shot at the end. It's about the initiating part.
With the Lakers still trying to gel, they continued to rely on their superstar. But it would become plainly evident that he couldn't shoulder the burden alone.
Gasol rolls to the bucket. Here's Bryant. No! Raptors win! 106-105.
Where are you guys? Where's your team mentally right now?
Soft mentality right now. It's expecting that repeating is going to be easy, so everybody's a little fragile right now.
As the season wore on, the mission of leading the Lakers was starting to take a physical toll on Kobe.
Kobe came up gimpy on that play.
Well, there's a variety of things that went on with him in the course of the year.
And Kobe plays hurt, injured, tweaked ankles, dislocated fingers, bad wrists, back spasms, night in and night out.
His finger, you know, he had a hip situation, hurt his knee. He finally had to submit to the fact that I'm doing a disservice to myself, and now I'm gonna have to sit back here a little bit and recuperate.
Well, we're trying to get something going. We haven't been able to get anybody going.
For the first time in 236 games, Bryant would have to watch the Lakers try to find a way to win without him. But stepping up to take responsibility was the Lakers' other all-star, Pau Gasol.
Blocked by Gasol. Lakers pushing 3-on-2. Odom in for Brown, lob inside for Gasol. A touch finish.
With Pau lighting a fire under the team, LA supporting cast was proving that the Lakers could be successful, even without their leading man.
Stolen by Vujacic. Behind the back bounce, Benga. Mind over matter for the Lakers tonight, shorthanded. A statement victory.
Josh Howell answers the moment.
We have a team of guys that can play, 1 through 13. We all stay ready and take advantage of those opportunities when they come.
The machine is oiled up and ready to go tonight. Playing hard, playing defense, sharing the ball, knocking down shots.
We found a way to weather the storm for guys to step up. We played some of our best team basketball.
Beautiful setup, Lombard dishing it. Everybody can celebrate as the Lakers win again without Kobe.
You guys playing well without Kobe, though.
I want him back, though.
Yeah, oh, hey, we all want him back. Over here in the stands, we want him back. Yeah. And out on the court, I know you guys do.
Got to get stops against one of the league's most dangerous scorers, the Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant. Says he's ready to roll tonight.
After being sidelined for 3 weeks, Kobe made his return in Memphis.
Grizzlies 98, Lakers 96.
And he didn't miss a beat.
Artest gets it inbounds on the wing for Gasol. Up top Odom, right wing Kobe, a pull-up long three. Buries the shot. Kobe Bryant, the basketball maestro. The Lakers welcoming Kobe Bryant back into the lineup. He electrifies a Memphis crowd tonight.
2 weeks later, he delivered more drama against Toronto.
Kobe, 5 seconds, curling, hanging, shooting, and sticks it from the baseline. 1.9 seconds.
The best closer in the game has done it again.
He has bailed them out 6 times this year.
For all his last-second heroics, the Lakers had learned that Kobe could only carry them so far. And with the season winding down, they were plagued by a troubling stretch of inconsistency.
Saw bad outlet pass for Odom up the far side, stolen by Outlaw. Outlaw down the paint, hands to Kaman, who shadows him there. And Kaman flushes with the right hand. The Lakers blown away by the Spurs by 20.
At a time when they hoped to be peaking for the playoffs, the Lakers instead went backwards, losing 7 of their last 11 games.
This is a good old-fashioned beating. They have some stuff they have to work out if they're going to win another title.
We faltered at the end. We finished on a poor note. And now, I think people were questioning us if we did indeed had enough stuff to repeat as champs.
As the Lakers put the struggles of the regular season behind them and looked to the playoffs, they couldn't escape from a cloud of uncertainty.
So the Los Angeles Lakers, a wounded champion, all kinds of question marks.
Can the Lakers repeat? Well, here in Los Angeles, there's a lot of doubt between the injuries and the ineffective play down the end of the regular season.
We're going to have to prove out there and show out there where we at. And if we lost a little bit of that respect or that edge, we got to get it back starting today.
It's really hard to repeat, with injuries and playing with, everyone wants to beat the defending champs. You get everyone's best game every night.
And though they began the postseason against the 8th seed in the West, it would be no easy task. The Oklahoma City Thunder had won 50 games behind the youngest scoring champion in NBA history, Kevin Durant. But with their swarming defense, the Lakers would give him a rude introduction to playoff basketball.
Durant forces that one. It has not been an easy playoff debut
this young star. Durant blocked by Bryant. Good hustle play on defense.
They're playing harder. They're the defending champions, and you're letting them play harder. No, we want to get to where they are.
The Lakers wasted no time answering the doubters, coming out strong on their home floor in Game 1.
Here's Bynum left block, spins into a crowd and puts it down. Nasty finish by Bynum.
That is the kind of nasty attitude the Lakers need to play with. You got to send a message to this young team. This is a whole other level, fellas.
After winning the series opener, the Lakers took Game 2 as well, with Kobe scoring 39 points. And it was clear that the champs wouldn't easily relinquish their throne.
The defending champions have held serve in Los Angeles and head to Oklahoma City up 2-0 in this best-of-7 series.
As the scene shifted to the home of the Thunder, fans were ready for the first ever playoff game in Oklahoma City.
Oh man, this is pandemonium out here. This city's been waiting for something like this for so long. It's going to be electric in there.
And the crowd is louder than it's ever been in this building.
Fueled by the energy of the crowd, the league's youngest team showed its resiliency and came storming back into the series.
Westbrook up the crossover, has daylight. Down the lane! Oh, he rears back! Thumps it down with a right-hand sledgehammer over Odom and says, let's go, crowd, let's go!
Oklahoma City is probably the one team that we didn't need to face. And for the person who doesn't really follow basketball, they probably wanted a full sweep. But I think we knew this was going to be a very challenging series.
And that will just about do it here in Game 3. It's a series after all.
The Lakers were learning that the Thunder weren't here just to make some noise. They were a legitimate threat. And in Game 4, they showed just how dangerous they could be.
The Lakers are blown out here in Game 4, 110-89.
The youngest team in the NBA demolishes the defending champs and evens up the series.
We understand this is a tough test. I mean, you know, it's going to be a dogfight. So they defended their home court. Now it's our turn. Simple as that.
Facing a greater challenge than anyone expected, the Lakers renewed their focus and dominated Game 5 back in LA.
Fisher right wing, mid-post pass to Gasol. Touch bounce for a cutting Bynum down the lane, and he slams it in.
When they put us on our heels a little bit, now we were like, okay, well, we got to bounce back. We have to get ready. We got to be more proactive in preparation and everything. So I think that really changed that series when we got our minds together and we just went out and played as hard as they did and matched their intensity.
This is the sharpest the Lakers have been in any of the games. Just no answer for Oklahoma City.
And that will do it. Game 5 to the Lakers in resounding fashion.
Heading home, the Thunder were determined to push the series to the limit.
Going back up there for Game 6, I mean, that was really exciting. So I was looking forward to seeing how we would respond in that environment.
Once again, the champs were put to the test. Late in the game, down by 1, they were staring at the prospect of a Game 7.
You got to double him. You cannot leave him one-on-one. Bryant for the lead. Misses. Gasol backs it in with 0.5 of a second remaining. Lakers by 1.
The Spaniard just pushed the Lakers into the second round.
It was a huge play. I mean, getting the offensive rebound put back in to win the game, I think really was, you know, kind of the catalyst to developing, you know, that moxie and that toughness we needed.
And after 6 grueling games, the Lakers have finally dispatched the upstart Thunder.
Oklahoma City gave us a great test and a great start. They shook us up a little bit, and it really woke us up and got us ready for the rest of the playoffs.
Next up were the Utah Jazz, a team hungry for revenge after 2 straight playoff setbacks to the Lakers and 14 consecutive defeats in LA.
We came to win, baby! Win on 3, 1, 2, 3, win! Let's go, man.
But for the Jazz, Game 1 was an all too familiar story.
Kobe spinning turnaround shot, puts it down, and 1.
Led by their star, LA held on for the win. And Game 2 was much the same. Each time the Jazz got close, Kobe turned them away.
1 second. Kobe Bryant gets the basket. And the Lakers are turning on the heat just when they need it. That's the experience of a championship team.
Fast break. Kobe flushes
and cinch Game 2 with it.
Play against him, you don't like to, but you have to certainly admire everything he's about when he steps on the floor. He's a no-nonsense guy and always has been.
The Lakers open round 2 with a 2-0 series lead in this Western Conference semifinal and continue their mastery over the Jazz here in Los Angeles.
As the scene shifted to Utah, the Lakers knew they would be facing another hostile environment, along with a Jazz team desperate to climb back into the series.
Picked up by Darren, 3-on-2 break. Matthews left side to the rack, flushed it, and fouled by Lamar Odom.
We know from battling this team for years now that you have to knock them out. They're not going to quit.
And after the Lakers trailed by 13, it was Fisher who helped bring them back with a clutch shooting that has become his trademark.
It's to Fish, a deep 3. He knocked it down! Once again, Fisher, and another big shot. That's right.
He gives us great lifts at the critical points when he feels big buckets are needed. He doesn't have a problem stepping up and just shooting them like they were in any other time of the game.
And that may have just put this semifinal series on ice.
After surviving Game 3, the Lakers left no doubt in Game 4, dominating the Jazz on their way to a second-round sweep.
The Lakers advance to the Western Conference Finals.
Winning at Utah is one of the hardest things to do in this league. And to do what we did to Utah, I think kind of sent a message to the rest of the league that the Lakers aren't just satisfied. They're here to compete and to win again.
In the Western Conference Finals, they would face 2-time MVP Steve Nash and the rejuvenated Phoenix Suns, a team riding a wave of momentum.
Well, they were one of the hottest teams the second half of the season. Steve Nash back to his MVP ways. Grant Hill, Amari Stoudemire having a terrific year.
As well as the Suns were playing, they had no answer for the Lakers' leader. As the stakes in the playoffs grew higher, Kobe was getting hotter.
But Kobe's got that bounce in his step right now.
But Bryant has found his stroke now. He just cannot be stopped.
He is on fire.
Everything that the Lakers wanted to do in this game, they've been able to do. And this guy right here has been spectacular. That is 40 for Kobe Bryant.
In Game 2, the Lakers rolled to their 8th consecutive playoff win. And now, they seem to be unstoppable.
The defending champions continue to plow their way to the NBA Finals as they handle the Suns here in Game 2. The Lakers now 2 wins away from the main event.
Returning home to Phoenix, the Suns knew it would take more than a change of scenery to turn things around.
Whatever energy they come with, ours have to be more, okay? Whatever intensity level they bring, we have to be one step ahead of that, one step above that.
And in Game 3, the Suns looked like a different team.
Stoudemire from Nash. And these are things we did not see in Games 1 and 2.
Unable to stop Kobe in Los Angeles, the Suns turned to a new wrinkle, a zone defense, and it would give the Lakers fits.
Every moment goes by, the Suns are getting more confident playing this zone defense because the Lakers still are struggling to score against it.
We're beating ourselves, guys. 5 turnovers this quarter.
Phoenix said, we're not going to allow Kobe to do this. He's not going to be the guy that's going to beat us. We're going to set a zone up here, and they're going to have to do something different.
After losing Game 3, the Lakers would learn in Game 4 that the Suns had other ways to beat them as well.
Dragic's on the drive, in the corner, Dudley for 3. Suzanne! Oh, brother, listen to this sellout crowd.
Their bench was doing a great job for them, and they were really playing at such a high level.
Dragic working against Fisher. Dragic on a spin.
Game 4 to Phoenix. With the series even at 2 games apiece, the champs staggered back to Los Angeles.
And now all the pressure goes back on the Lakers to make sure they take care of their home court.
Facing yet another playoff test against a surging opponent, the Lakers would try to regain control of the series in Game 5.
Baseball pass down the paint for Gasol, extends and lays it in.
The Lakers are playing tonight with so much energy here on their home court.
But in the final minute, with LA clinging to the lead,
3-point lead for the Lakers.
they watched their key addition make a crucial mistake.
Gasol with the rebound. Artest wide open for three. Why did he take the shot?
To have the ball with 50 seconds left and another chance to run 20 more seconds off the shot clock or whatever and get a better look would have been a great situation.
That's a terrible play. You got a brand new shot clock. That's exactly what the Phoenix Suns wanted him to do.
I think that was a shot that had it gone in, it would have been a backbreaker and a huge momentum play. Even though he missed it, I like that Ron Artest a lot. So we were all upset. You know, coach was upset. Don't take that shot. It's a bad shot.
Look at Phil Jackson saying, what are you doing taking that shot?
And Ron's like, I'm sorry, I'm going to keep playing. I'm just going to keep playing and it'll work itself out. And that's kind of the makeup of this team. It happened, okay, move on, and let's continue to get the job done despite what we just went through.
With new life and one more chance, the Suns would make the Lakers pay for their blunder.
Standing drive, back to Richards, and another three. Good! Shazam! This game is tied with 3.5 seconds remaining. Oh, brother!
And now the Lakers would look for some heroics of their own.
Kobe breaks towards him, trying to find some space, catches in the corner, turns, shoots a three, no good. Artest, the rebound, puts it back in, and the Lakers have pulled a miracle. In a signature postseason moment in Los Angeles.
Ron Artest with the game winner for the Lakers.
You know, from GOAT to hero in a matter of seconds is a remarkable thing in this game, and the redemption of that. We're really happy for him. I was very supportive and happy for his success.
The one thing that always brought us together is our team chemistry. And we always found a way in the difficult times when our backs were against the wall, we were always able to come out winning.
The Lakers returned to Phoenix with a chance to close out the series and move on to the finals. And when it came to closing, no one was better than Kobe Bryant.
Bryant waiting, Bryant shot. Good.
Oh, my!
Unbelievable shot by
Great
Kobe
defense.
Bryant.
Can't ask for anything more.
And he's flying. He has been the man here.
The champs have outlasted the Suns and now brace themselves for their date with destiny.
Now you go on to play the Boston Celtics. 2 years ago, that team pushed you guys around. They're very physical with you. How is this team more equipped to handle that tough defense for Boston?
Well, we'll see. We'll see how much we matured. They challenged us extremely well in the finals a couple years ago. Now it's a test to see how much we've grown.
In the Eastern Conference, the Boston Celtics had faced their own share of doubters after stumbling into the playoffs as the 4th seed. 2 years removed from the title, the aging Celtics would have to run a gauntlet of superstars, beginning with a former champion, Dwayne Wade.
Here we go. One of the defining moments of the season about to unfold. Pierce with 3 seconds. Now takes 2 steps. Fall away at the buzzer. Got it!
It's over. It's over. Sound the bell.
The Boston Celtics leave no doubt tonight, and they eliminate the Miami Heat in 5.
In the second round, Boston would face the Cleveland Cavaliers, who finished the season with the league's best record and were led by 2-time MVP LeBron James.
I know you all want to win, but you got to do it together.
The year the Cavs were supposed to win an NBA championship is going to end in the second round. And the finish, wow! The Boston Celtics with the huge upset. They advance to the conference finals. And LeBron James' season is over.
But for the Celtics, one more imposing obstacle was standing in their path. The league's most dominating big man, Dwight Howard, and his Orlando Magic were waiting in the Eastern Conference Finals.
They are playing their best ball at the perfect time of year. Off the deflection, they'll get it back. Rondo takes it away, spins, puts it up, banks it in. Rajon Rondo putting on a show.
The team that everyone thought had faded away wins the Eastern Conference Championship.
The Boston Celtics are going back to the NBA Finals. Second time in 3 years.
Showtime! Hoorah! Showtime! Hoorah! Showtime! Hoorah!
Happy for this win, but we got bigger goals than this. Way bigger goals than this.
There had been 63 previous NBA Finals, and in 32 of them, either the Celtics or the Lakers had been crowned as champions. 11 times these two storied franchises had gone head-to-head, with the NBA's ultimate prize on the line.
Boston is where a capacity crowd sees the NBA championship struggle between the Minneapolis Lakers and the Boston Celtics.
Their first meeting came in 1959, when the Celtics swept the Minneapolis Lakers.
The great Boston team goes on to win the National Basketball Association championship.
The Lakers moved to Los Angeles the following year, but their struggles against Boston followed them.
The Boston Celtics are world champions.
They would lose to their nemesis in the finals 6 more times in the 1960s.
I hated green for a long time. I wouldn't wear anything green. You just got to the point where it was so frustrating to hear the noise and shouting after games that we had lost.
When the rivalry was renewed in the 80s, the Lakers earned some revenge, beating Boston 2 out of 3 times in the finals. But when the teams met again in 2008, the more physical Celtics outmuscled the Lakers and reclaimed the NBA crown in a Game 6 blowout.
Banner number 17, soon to be raised to the rafters.
They beat us up pretty bad. You know, just the way we lost, the feeling left afterwards. It was painful. It was painful to go through.
The Boston Celtics, utter destruction of the Lakers here in Game 6.
Losing to Boston hurt a lot. You know, watching them celebrate, do the Gatorade bath, you know, up by 30, and then while they clean the court, we have to sit there and we'll listen to the fans yell at us.
There's no doubt that you run through the idea that this is something you want to avenge. A team that had a celebration on the floor, on their building before time was out. And so that left a lingering feeling about having a chance to have some set of a payback.
2 years ago, it was simply basketball fantasy. Now it's not only reality, it is destiny. The last 2 champions of the NBA and the 2 most storied franchises in the game's history meet for the championship of the NBA.
I know Boston feels that the championship trophy is on loan to us, but we are the defending champs.
The Lakers have been waiting to put a beat down back on the Celtics.
Tonight is the night, baby. We're going to have to fight every possession, every loose ball, every rebound. We cannot wait. We're going right now, right at tip-off. We're going. This is our turn. Let's go. Go.
What time is it? Game time, who? Go get it, Bert. Go get it. Roll, Bert. Good.
If the guy's open, somebody just run at him. I don't even care if it's the guy under the basket. Come on, guys. Gotta execute. Nice. Good action. Let's bring it in. I'm going to tell you, that team over there is serious. We got to get our folks and be ready tomorrow. Tomorrow, we got to be ready.
This is the last game that'll be played in Boston in this season.
Last home game, so I'll take advantage of the opportunity with our crowd behind us and get the win.
This is, for one team, putting them 1 win away from the NBA championship.
For the team, obviously, it's a very, very important game. For me personally, it's the most important game in my career.
Let's go Lakers tonight, 3-2. We're going to take this back in there. Back in there. Back. You know why? Back. Because we're the champions, not them.
We know we're ready, we know we're prepared, and we know the answers to the test. And when you know the answers to the test, all you have to do is go out and execute.
Let's go, baby. Gotta have it, baby. Y'all know what's at stake, baby. We already know.
Tonight, we have another opportunity to take a step closer to what we all been working for. We the best, man. We the best. Come on.
Get down.
Over the years, the Celtics and the Lakers have had many battles, and tonight should be no exception at all.
Bryant calling for a screen, gets it, right wing for Bynum. Lead bounce for Bynum, extends to the cup and banks it in.
Bynum's in pain. He's playing through it, though.
After having fluid drained from his knee, Andrew Bynum persevered and gave the Lakers a lift.
Right wing turns the corner, lobs inside for Bynum, who thumps it down.
Andrew Bynum grimaces after that play, and it's a slight limp again.
And the Lakers have scored the last 8 to take a 2-point lead.
Just keep playing. Hey, guys, we got to make the little plays all night. Offense and defense. Keep moving that rock.
Rondo off and running, right of the lane. Pierce takes flight and lays it in.
The Celtics rallied behind their captain, Paul Pierce, who scored 15 first-half points en route to his best game of the series.
Pulling up from the left elbow and hits again.
Pierce is playing with a lot of confidence right now. No matter who's in front of him, they can't guard him.
They shoot 65%, we're shooting 33% that we're here, ready in the ball game. Offensively, be ready to shoot the shots. Be ready to shoot shots when you have opportunities.
With the Lakers in dire need of offense in the second half, there was little doubt as to who would try to provide it.
When you walk out there on the court with him, there's this feeling of invincibility, and he has that look in his eyes, and I think the opposing team knows that the ball is going to go to him.
His focus and his intensity seems to always be at another level, at another notch.
Spins, baseline, tough shot, and he knocks it down. There aren't 5 guys in the world who can hit that shot. Kobe is one of them.
In the third quarter, Kobe was taking over the game.
Bryant dribbling right around a Bynum screen, pulling up from the corner. Hits again. Boy, these are tough shots from Bryant. Dribbles once to the left, fires from 3, and hits again. 14 straight Lakers points.
Don't overreact to Kobe Bryant, number 1, all right? We want to make sure we stop everybody else, too, all right? Offensively, keep playing together.
The Celtics would counter Bryant with a hot hand of their own.
Boy, Pierce operating on all cylinders, and he has 20.
The two stars were battling for control of the game and the series.
Goes past Artest, up to the rim, and lays it home.
Pierce and Bryant dueling here. Paul Pierce is putting on a clinic on the offensive end, and Bryant wants to step up to the challenge.
Inside to Kobe, pushes it in through with his right hand. High pass from Fisher. It was the only play Kobe had to make.
Hey, just keep playing.
Artest turns back inside. Up top, Kobe, straight away 3.
Bryant from way downtown. Bang! Kobe Bryant again! 17 points in the period.
I tell you, we're almost running out of adjectives to explain this guy.
Good D, dog. Keep going, White. Keep sharing that ball, moving that ball.
But in the fourth quarter, the game began to slip away from Kobe and the Lakers, as all the critical plays seemed to be going in Boston's direction.
Rondo puts the Celtics up by 10. I call that Grand Theft Rondo.
And in the end, the Celtics sealed the outcome with one remarkable play.
Garnett throws into Pierce in the front court.
Paul Pierce falling out of bounds.
Throws it to Rondo. Rondo, the layup, he backs it in. What a play from Rondo.
The Celtics take Game 5 and a 3-2 series lead in the NBA Finals. The Lakers' championship reign has been pushed to the brink.
Down 3-2 and let a couple opportunities slip away, but it is what it is. Now you go home, you got 2 games at home that you need to win, and pull your boots up and get to work.
You know, when we lose or we win, we don't talk about it much. It's key for you to let that game go.
Sometimes you gotta admit that the other team played better. We had to find a way to put it behind us and come into the Game 6 with a fresh mindset.
You guys remember what we did in Boston, right? It's where we posted up Kobe on that guard-to-guard lag. That action right there.
No matter what obstacles the Lakers face, they can always count on the calming influence of head coach Phil Jackson.
I would give him the ball. He wasn't even asking for it. Why would you give him the basketball? You got your guys on the curl cut here, which we talked about. He's just standing around over there.
Well, that's the great thing about Coach. I think a lot of teams, have so many waves of up and down, and he does a great job of keeping us even keel and keeping us focused.
Entering the finals with a record 10 titles as a head coach, Jackson has won with a style all his own, one that combines his mastery of the X's and O's with his many different methods of motivating his players.
He's got a great, or not, I don't know about a great, but unique sense of humor. He always tries to mess with you, just pick on you enough to get you to react.
Capiche, you got that? You're late. We're not playing the way we got it. We got to get him under it. Of course it's not easy. None of this is easy. That's why we're pros.
I love when he's tough on me. I respond to that very well, rather than somebody patting me on the back and always telling me what I do is good.
Some of you guys, get anticipating that, your role's going to be, Jordan, your role. Don't anticipate your role. Anticipate what I'm going to do.
Phil's ability to really just, at least outwardly, give the impression that things are fine, we will be okay. Yet on the inside, he's boiling.
Okay, now let's take a deep breath and get ourselves collected.
I've always felt that the knowledge that I gained from Phil and the way that he coaches the game is what gave me an edge on the rest of the competition.
Your skin.
Some people may not understand his methods, but if you've played for him, you understand him completely and you know what he's about. I mean, he's just absolutely brilliant at bringing a group together to accomplish one common goal.
And through all the highs and lows of their drive to repeat, they needed Phil's leadership more than ever.
This year for Phil was another masterpiece for him in terms of how he handled the work. He just kept it nice and easy and remained inside his character the whole time.
Now our back's against the wall, we're going home, and this is what we want to do. One game at a time, one play, one quarter, go out there and play.
Things could have unraveled had we not had a coach that really could just stand right there and face a storm and just keep putting one foot in front of the other.
1, 2, 3, right.
Game 6 in the NBA Finals, and we were down 3-2. Elimination game. Our backs were against the wall.
Kobe's words in the locker room after Game 5 really got everybody in the right mentality. He basically said, look, we're obviously disappointed that, we're down 3-2, but let's not let this carry over.
The Lakers returning home right on the edge. A loss tonight, and there is no tomorrow for the defending champs.
It's amazing what a home court does. Just the difference in energy.
Lakers, we got this.
There's no tomorrow for us. We got to make a stand. We got to make a stand tonight.
This is the Boston Celtics. I mean, they're rising to the occasion. I thought they did a heck of a job in Boston. In Boston, but not in our house.
We're a great home team, so it's confident.
One thing led to another. It's like
I don't see anything that says TD Garden around here. This is Staples Center. This is Kobe. Kobe's built this place. This is his house, his living room. You expect to come into his house and take his food and put your feet up on his coffee table?
Michael, only one team can win tonight.
And who's that?
That's the Celtics.
We can play them on the move. We can play them anywhere. If we play how we play, it doesn't matter where we play, all right? So it's all about the how.
Imagine if you're a basketball player and somebody tells you, all you have to do is win 2 home games and you're the champion. If you can't do that, you're not the champion. The Lakers, it's in their hand.
Bryant gets it back from Gasol, and he scored.
Wide open three, got it. Artest atoning for some bad offense in this series.
Another steal on a bad pass. Ryan ahead to Gasol. Strides down the lane.
The Lakers coming out swinging.
The Lakers were in control from the start, and things went from bad to worse for the Celtics when they lost center Kendrick Perkins.
Perkins had it, lost it, but he got hit. As Perkins is still down and shaken up on the play. He must have taken a hard hit. That's one of the toughest guys in the NBA.
Perkins is down, and we're getting a full timeout.
Same thing that brought us to this point, we continue to do. Consistently, 48 minutes. That's the key to our success.
Needing a win to save their season, the Lakers knew they couldn't rely on their starters alone, and their bench was ready to answer the call.
Every team has players that are going to make huge shots and huge plays, but it's the little things, it's the extra pass, the defensive spurt that our bench provides.
Fantastic effort by Farmar. He dove and skidded at least 7-8 feet.
Lost it on the way in. Odom comes out with the ball. Ahead to Farmar for the jam in transition. It's a 20-point lead for the Lakers.
We sustained that aggressiveness throughout the game, and we were determined to win the ball game and force Game 7.
Leaving no room for doubt, LA kept pouring it on in the second half, while Boston continued to unravel, and the Celtics realized that a precious opportunity to clinch the title was slipping right through their fingers.
We did not see this type of play in Games 4 and 5 in Boston.
And up to the rim, misses point blank.
Let's green this layup by the Celtics already here in the third quarter.
We're missing wide open shots. We're missing layups, all right? They're playing harder than you guys.
Bryant picks it up off the floor to Brown, and he knocks the dust off the rim with a right-handed finish. The Lakers have punched the bully in the mouth here in Game 6. Boy, if this was a heavyweight fight, they'd stop it right now.
Shut it down!
Wow! The Lakers have thrown down the gauntlet with a Game 6 masterpiece. And now the stage is set for an epic Game 7.
It's going to be only the third time in the last 21 years the NBA Finals have gone to a Game 7.
Two most storied franchises in the game's history will meet one last time for the championship.
Now it's about rest and energy. So they pushed him over the top. Bench, good job tonight.
Get your rest now.
Hold on.
Fluids. Right. All together. 1, 2, 3.
Break.
So we're going to bounce back, baby. Game 7 for all the marbles. This is what y'all all wanted, right? Lakers versus Celtics, Game 7. All the marbles, baby.
Game 7, it all comes down to one final game. This is it. This one's for all the marbles. We can do it. Lakers!
At home, Lakers Celtics. That's all y'all guys wanted to see. It's what we live for, we dream about with love. Let's go make it happen, have some fun.
A series, a season, and perhaps even a legacy would all be on the line.
Game 7s are amazing. 9 months down to 3 hours. It's 120 games down to 4 quarters.
Game 7. What you think it is? You can either let somebody write your story or you write your own story. I ain't letting nobody write my story.
It's our 114th game this year. Probably had as many practices, if not more, right? You know what you have to do out there? You go out there and you beat this team to the balls. You react defensively how you have to react to each other. You operate in your offense the way you know how to do it.
20 years from now, we're going to come back and we're going to have this reunion party. And when we shake hands, let's make sure our rings touch.
First second to the 48th minute, we got to go hard. Energy, together, playing as one, man. Both ends. Let's go get it. Let's finish this record, man. Let's go. Come on. What time is it? Game time.
This night was not just packed with drama, it was also rich in history. It marked the 5th time these two franchises had met in a 7th game of the finals. The Lakers had lost all 4, and now looked to write a new chapter. But the Celtics, coming off their loss in Game 6, would now have another shot at the championship. And this time, they were out to make sure it wouldn't get away.
Nobody can stop him in the entire league in open court plays like that.
Rondo straight away lobs it into Garnett. Thunderous two-hand slam.
It's a 7-point lead.
Early on, Kobe was out of sync, but the Lakers got the help they needed from Ron Artest.
Now that was just a great muscle play by Artest.
Right wing pass, knocked away, stolen by Artest.
Good defense, good anticipation by Artest. Strong move to the basket.
Into the front court, down the paint, and hits the left-handed layup.
Lakers will come back to tie it up on a 9-0 run. And the Staples Center crowd in an early frenzy. They are fighting tooth and nail out here. So it has been a scrappy first half.
After a grueling march through the postseason, the Lakers would have to dig deep within themselves one last time.
When you fight and battle against very tough opponents, you just get stronger and stronger.
But the Celtics tenaciously held on to their lead, with Rasheed Wallace stepping in for the injured Kendrick Perkins.
Odom on Rasheed Wallace. Sheed holding it over his head. 4 in a shot clock. Sheed turns, uses the window, and banks it home.
Boy, he loves that shot.
Doc Rivers could not have hoped for anything more than what he's getting tonight from Rasheed Wallace.
Let's stretch this lead right here. Let's stretch this lead.
Rondo in the lane, floats the shot, good. Rajon Rondo gives Boston an 11-point lead.
And the Celtics with the largest lead of the night.
You guys are working too hard. Relax out here and play right. You got to get better shots. You do that by making the ball move. The ball's got to move.
Everything the Lakers had worked for was now in jeopardy. But once again, they responded, furiously fighting back in the 3rd quarter.
Gasol, Spindle using the left hand.
A 4-point lead for Boston. Are we looking at the final 12 minutes of the NBA season?
Imagine you're on your own floor, Game 7, and it all is coming down to the last 12 minutes. You know, what are you going to do?
The Lakers had acquired Ron Artest to help them defend the crown. Now was his time to deliver.
Everyone standing here at Staples.
I wanted to get really emotional and get caught up in the game and maybe get outside my character a little bit, but what I had to do was step back in to the game and just play the game the right way.
Shuffle pass into Artest, up with a leaner, banks it in, and is fouled. Ron Artest, the unlikeliest of heroes in a Game 7, almost single-handedly keeping the Lakers afloat.
And LA's veteran backcourt duo would take over from there.
Fisher for 3. Bang! Tie game. Derek Fisher does it again in the postseason in a big moment. Bryant on the pull-up, puts it in. 4-point Laker lead.
And you can tell Bryant is sensing the finish line.
The Lakers had the championship within their grasp if they could just hold on.
Get everything we got. Let's go. Every loose ball, every rebound. Everything. Box out. Tom, let's go.
Wallace on Gasol. Shot. It's good. Gasol got it to go. Timeout Celtics. Lakers by 6 with a minute and a half to play.
And in the end, it was only fitting that the Lakers looked to Artest for the finishing touch.
Jump pass to Artest. Fires a 3. He got it!
Now you talk about a dagger. That's a dagger in the heart.
people really paying attention during the season. He's had games like that. His emotion and his energy turns the tide for us. It's not something that comes out of nowhere. It's been there, and it showed up just at the most right, perfect, biggest game of the year.
And with that, the Lakers' quest was complete.
In an eternal moment in their storied history, the Los Angeles Lakers have captured their second straight world championship, their 16th all time, and they have done it at the expense of their arch rival from Boston.
Back-to-back titles, and they get to do it on their home floor in front of an adoring crowd.
Beautiful, baby. Beautiful. This is what it's all about. This is what it's all about.
With over 28 points a game average, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists, the 2010 Bill Russell NBA Finals MVP is none other than Kobe Bryant.
The Los Angeles Lakers have written a new chapter to this epic rivalry and have etched their names into Lakers lore.
Go, boy, back to back. Where's Gil? We didn't bring it in.
Basketball was my first love. I'm 30 years old. I've been playing for since I was 5 and 6. It's been an incredible journey for me, but to win 2 NBA titles back-to-back with the LA Lakers, I could. Icing on the cake, really, for me.
Yeah, bring it in. Bring it in one more time. Yes, bring on 3. 1, 2, 3.
This is how we'll be known in history. Guys are trying to make legacies and leave legacies that people will never forget. And to do it back-to-back, you know, it's something that, you know, Hall of Famers haven't done. And it's one of them things that's very special.
To be a part of this organization and playing and representing the team, the city, carry a lot more pride on your shoulders.
Winning these championships back-to-back, being in the finals 3 straight years, they're all accolades and things that'll be in the history books.
I didn't think winning that trophy was gonna feel, you know, as good as it feels, and now I feel like I'm somebody.
I told you was gonna get it, man. He got me a ring. Told you.
We had an opportunity to accomplish something truly amazing, and we worked so hard as a group in different ways to be able to be successful and actually achieve it. It's a great pride, it's a great honor.
I had no idea how it was going to happen or how we were going to win, but I knew we were going to win. Like, this is supposed to happen.
This is a very special group. We had the most fun, I think, of maybe any team that I've been on as a Laker.
We just getting started, baby. We just getting started, baby. Yeah, man. Yeah, buddy.
You know, this group, we've been together for a while.
There you go.
And adding Ron to the mix and integrating him into the group and kind of the DNA that's already been established. So it makes the season that much sweeter.
Back to the White House again. Amazing, baby. We got it done. Victory for us in LA, baby.
2010 NBA Finals is over.
This is the 2010 Lakers victory parade for the NBA championship over the Boston Celtics.
What does it feel like, Kobe, got the family once again, 5th ring, 5th parade?
It feels great. Never gets old, brother. Never gets old.
Are you ready to party, Black Mamba?
Of course. Of course.
Are you ready for 2 million people in the street?
I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's go.
Everyone ready?
Yeah,
Kobe,
yeah.
I want you to set it off, my brother.
Hey, man, feeling you.
Feeling you, Kobe Bryant. Yeah.
Boys, the parade has begun.
Yeah, and the excitement, Stu, there was a buzz, there was an energy to begin with, and now the